I just want to point out that this isn't my first GPD product. As you can see, I already own the GPD XD. Having said that, it's finally here. So I wasn't sure if I wanted this or the Nintendo Switch. I ended up getting both. The Switch is a great console to be honest, but the GPD can play everything. Unfortunately, the package was opened at customs, and as you'll see, they were not very careful with the reassembly. Fortunately, the damage was only limited to the box. The box is really nice. It has a soft touch finish to it. The charger is a USB Type-C charger. It's 2 amps, 12 volts, so a 24 watt charger, which is quick charge enabled. The charging cable is a Type-C to Type-C. It's very high quality. It feels very similar to Apple's cables. The cable is fairly long, so you won't have any challenges if you want to play and charge at the same time. The box includes a quick start guide, which is in Chinese, and it also includes your Windows 10 activation key. So this is it. This is the GPD Win 2. The top of the GPD is a combination of metal, or rather aluminium, and a plastic shell that can be replaced. Also, the rest of the body is entirely plastic. GPD right now is selling a metal cover for the SSD, but you need to purchase it separately. We also have the fan's intake and exhaust ports. You see that the buttons are fairly clicky. You have L1, L2, L3, R1, R2, and R3. L3 and R3 buttons have a different click when compared to the other buttons. I'm not sure if this is to be able to identify the difference when playing, but it does help. It has a different click. In the back we also have all the I/O for the GPD. Starts with a USB Type-C, a 3.5mm headphone jack, a USB Type-A, a micro SD card slot, and a micro HDMI. The GPD also has a very large exhaust port for the small console that it is. As you can see, there are no additional ports in the rest of the GPD's body. This is how the GPD looks from the inside. I have to say it's definitely bigger than what I had expected and also heavier. This is not really bad per se, definitely not what I was expecting. Here you can see it compared to a GPD XD, which is very similar in size to a Nintendo 3DS. The joysticks are identical to the PS Vitas, which is to say that they are superb considering their size. They offer the same level of grip and resistance. The D-pad is a bit too mushy for my liking, but it's serviceable. The rest of the buttons also have a nice click to them. They're very similar to the buttons of the PS Vita. This small switch will allow you to toggle between mouse mode and controller. As you can see, the controller is intended to simulate an Xbox. The keyboard has a nice feeling to it. It's definitely not intended to be a touch typist keyboard, but for thumb typing I think it works just fine. This keyboard reminds me of my very old Nokia N97. Now it's time for the first boot, and I'll leave you with the specs on screen so that you can get a better idea of what the GPD is all about. Let me know if there's anything specific about the GPD Win 2 that you want to see, and I'll make my best effort to record it and show it to you guys. Thanks for watching.